Gemini, welcome to your bonus in-depth reading that is Celtic Cross. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. Like always with Celtic Cross, take what resonates, leave what does not, and do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all, and I know that's frustrating, but also normal. So if that happens, check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. And for those of you, if a second energy pops up on your reading today, then you feel free to reverse those energies as you see fit, as it applies. Okay, what's up? Show me, Gemini, please. What's going on? Show me, Gemini, please. Ace of Cups, crossing Four of Wands, crowning Six of Pentacles. What you doing? Past the Ace of Pentacles. Exiting the Hermit. Oh yes, Knight of Wands is before you. Ooh. Okay. Strengths. The Wheel of Fortune. I see that. Kind of. Okay. Your environment, the Emperor, lovely. Hopes and fears, Six of Wands, and the outcome is the Nine of Cups. You're going to be okay. I just want you to trust the instinct. And you got some instinct in here. You do. I think many of you can see it for yourself. Long story short, feel love, or we would like to. The heart, the cup, runneth over. So, in this respect, when the heart becomes so full, it starts to overflow, wants to break off into two cups. You're feeling that in some kind of way. Four of Wands is crossing. Is it time to open up? Because we're feeling some sort of way for some potential relationship somewhere. It's hard to tell where it is, actually. Your heart already seems to be there. The definition of the thing seems to be in question. So, Four of Wands, once more, a relationship, yeah. As two people define it, thus label it, build into it, again, just that's how it goes. So I don't know what I'm looking at necessarily as Four of Wands, what it means to you. But bare minimum, the idea of an emotional relationship, you're finding that attractive. Okay. All right. The feeling is with you. It is. And after that, it's kind of like question mark. Okay. Six of Pentacles is crowning. Yeah, there's busyness surrounding you. Okay? You got your stuff down. The back and forth. The to and fro. Six of Pentacles is a very generic cover term in tarot for the busyness of life. Anything that you contractually sign up to. Okay? The idea is I give to this and I get something back from it. Six of Pentacles. It's not necessarily just work. Again, it's anything contractually speaking. You give to because you get something back from it. We'll have to take a look at that. But it tells me, if you wanted to, you could make space for it. Possibly take a practical approach, yes. Perhaps some of you have just been focusing, because Six of Pentacles is at your crown, so much on your work endeavors. It's kind of kept you preoccupied in a particular direction. And I can see where that actually might be the case for some of you. Ace of Pentacles is in the past. Now, how long ago? I don't know. But, yeah, some of you have been working through an offer. Congratulations. Ace of Pentacles in the past, I have no idea when it happened. But, again, congratulations. You made something happen. You made an opportunity come through. Or you said yes to a new opportunity. Altering your career path in a substantial way not too long ago. Perhaps brought in more income to your current employment. I don't know. But it's kept you busy, happily busy ever since. There's a lot to do, but it's a good lot to do. Okay? Again, congratulations. That's wonderful. The Hermit's on the exit. Now, that's interesting. That time of focus, though, in seclusion is wrapping up. We don't need to focus on just that Ace of Pentacles because you got it. But some of you might have gone out of your way to keep yourself preoccupied with that Six of Pentacles for a while. Well, this feeling was building in you, but the Six of Pentacles suggests you got it. It doesn't need as much focus as it once did. Okay. So the Hermit's on the exit. It's kind of like, okay, this has calmed down. We've smoothed out this opportunity. We've made the most of it. All right. Things have calmed down. We don't need to focus on just that one task anymore. Okay. I mean, some of you, energetically speaking, you want to come out of what I call Virgoville, the hermit, the checked out experience. But, it's good though. It is. It's good experience. It's good wisdom. It's good insight, reflection. Okay. But it takes a minute. We're not always the most active participant in our emotional selves and spiritual selves when we're over there as the hermit. So that's exiting. Frankly, you want to come out and play a little bit. It's not just random stuff with the Knight of Wands. I know that's what you're thinking. Unfortunately, the Knight of Wands gets a bad rap in tarot. No, I associate it in its correct form with a certain sense of energy, oomph, direction, passion. Okay, I got to burn and I got to burn today, baby. That's just what I call energy. Some people have a natural energy boost attached to them, yeah. It can amount to just play, but like always, in all energies in tarot, it depends on what we did with it. No. You made it very, very clear your heart's leaning towards something substantial. The energy to endeavor upon it. Kind of get out of the work zone, get out of your comfort zone, stop focusing on one thing. That's what's happening for you, okay? Allowing your energy to open up and get loose, all right? The Wheel of Fortune's in your strengths. Do you have a long-term point of view? Excellent. Something I said the other day. I concern myself with the greater scheme of things. So do you. It's a good strength to have. Kind of appreciating past decisions and where they have taken you. Again, a long-term point of view. And where they might still take you. If you continue to choose those old choices or start making changes. Okay? That's the benefit of being in the hermit zone. Okay, looking back on that path and saying if you want to still continue it, if you're good where you're at, or is it time for some changes? Yeah, I can see that you have that point of view. It's a good one to have. The Emperor's in your environment. Yes, absolutely, empowerment. You believe that. Okay, showcasing empowerment. This is who I am. I endeavor to be me all day, every day, or I try to. You try to be exemplary in your power, in your status, how you present yourself, how others perceive you. This is important to you, okay? And how you perceive yourself is also important. However, sometimes you have a task there of not conflating that with pride or ego, Six of Wands. So yeah, that's always going to be a bit of a task is for the Emperor to separate himself from this idea of ego and pride. There's a good sense here of healthy pride, healthy ego, healthy sense of self and presentation, empowerment, and flash. So it's like when I make decisions, I really do my best to see myself as empowered when I make them and not necessarily for kudos, recognition, or ego boosting. Because it's something you're aware of. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You like recognition, but you understand sometimes you fall prey to flattery or a certain status. Okay. All right. 9 of Cups is in the outcome. Well, you look happy. Okay. You're doing something because you look happy, honey. You opened up with that beautiful cup. Let's see where it flows. Let's see the Ace of Cups, please, for Gemini. Three of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, good for you. No, that's wonderful. That's a process. It will always be a process. You're making it look easy today, but good for you. Wonderful. You're telling me that you have done a job, or doing your best to do a job, to leave old heartbreak behind, okay? Old rejection behind. That you have made some really good strides in that, and that you have been trying actively to prepare yourself for new. For a while now. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. It's like, yeah, I'd like to line up to new. I really would. And it's like, I understand 6 of Swords and 3 of Swords. This is a mental process that it's on me to move on from the 3 of Swords. Okay. It's a dedicated effort to leave behind old aches and pains and heartbreak a little more every day, to not fall prey to it, to not succumb to it, but to actively move on and be at peace with it. I agree with you. And it's easier said than done. But the willingness that people show me to leave something painful behind, to learn from it, but leave it behind, is one of the better indicators that we're moving on, okay? And that we mean it. It's not a falseness, it's not a feint, it's we really want to leave heartbreak behind. At some point you get sick of it, at some point you get sick of learning about it and trying to heal from it. And you realize, okay, I recognize in myself in as much work that I could have possibly done, is more or less achieved. Yeah, the intent is new. It's time to carry on. In love and in life. Okay. Well done. Beautiful. Okay. 4 of Wands. Might be a little tall today. Messed around with the physical settings today. Probably need to readjust that. So in the meantime, there we go. All right, 4 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Aces, aces. King of Cups, the Lovers, you, darling. Yeah, well, that's not vague at all. You know exactly what you want to invest in. Oh, no confusion there. Couldn't mistake that one. You'd have to go out of your way to mistake that one, actually. Like, you would literally have to go out of your way to screw that one up. Oh, it's not vague at all. Getting there, though. You're still in the process of getting there. Yeah. You have every intent of warming up to a new beginning. You've done your work, you've done your time in leaving heartbreak behind and everything that it means, and 4 of Wands is crossing you. It seems to be like it's a matter of time of you're going to be defining it with somebody somewhere. That you just showed me 3 aces over very strong constructs for which you are absolutely involved. And King of Cups. Is that them? Oh. By the way, your recording is one of the first recordings post my little censorship snafu with YouTube. What do we think? Personally, okay, to me, it looks like a lot of unkempt pubic hair. But hey, at least, you know, they're not technically naked anymore. Okay. By the way, for those of you who missed out, you might want to check out my post. I don't know. I just want to do my job. And I'd like to do my job with as little interference and drama as possible. But I tell you what, YouTube's like, no. No, you're going to have some interference and you're going to have some drama. Okay. Okay. So we're going to address that. I promise you, we're going to be addressing this nonsense on the next Sunday check-in. And I will do so with flair. Because YouTube loves that shit. Okay, but yeah. No, there you are, darling. That's your power card. King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. No, that's not if. That's when. Gosh, your heart's ready. You look great. So when do we start construction with that one? Because you want it. You're aiming towards it. It's beautiful. Beautiful reset energy here. Reset on everything, love and life. It's just wonderful. It really suits you, this decision. Moving on from the heartbreak and opening up to new, preparing yourself for new. That it looks really good on you. I'm very happy for you. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Yeah, there it is. The willingness to give and receive. Make it real. Not just a powerful connection, but we want to make it real. 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful. 6 of Pentacles is at your crown. Two of Pentacles. Oh, Ace of Cups. Oh, the Hanged Man. Oh, see, I called it. But your energy called it first. So, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. The Hanged Man is like, I've done as much here as I can. I think I can open up to new now. Thank you for that. It's consistency. So congratulations again, because you're showing me Ace of Pentacles in two contexts. Something that represents work, priorities in terms of your balances, 3D energies, coin, however you want to do it, the bottom line, if you will. That was presented to you at some point in your timeline. The past could be recent past, but recent past is different. For some of you, it was like a month ago. For others of you, it was a year ago. The Ace of Pentacles traditionally in tarot represents a full calendar year. So I don't know. But when that was introduced to you, you put your focus on it. So much so, and then you establish roles within it. You keep it fluctuating. It requires a certain level of flexibility as well, this role. Perhaps for some of you, it's multiple roles. And again, you've got it balanced. You got it down. You got it down pat. Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. So that source there of Ace of Cups from the very beginning, you've been thinking about it in preparation for new. And you occasionally went within and did checks. Am I ready? Is it time? Am I ready? Is it time? Because I got this new work thing down. I got it down. So we're just going to go ahead and lightly touch on that Ace of Pentacles. And obviously the second context is this fabulous relationship that you can absolutely see yourself building into, being part of, and strongly, deeply connected to. Okay. What's up? I mean, honestly, I could skip that one at this point, but we're here, so we'll go ahead and do our job. Okay. Yep. Good job. The World, the Magician, Three Cups. There's something here you stopped bringing together, and then when you did that, you opened up to a new opportunity. It's really basic tarot. Got it. Good job. At some point in your past, you shifted your desires and what it is you wanted to be connected to in terms of that opportunity. And classically, as one door closed, another one opened. And you've been concentrating on that open door ever since when it comes to your personal, again, 3D matters. It got comfortable, you're relaxed, you started to address what you were feeling in your heart. Okay, very good. There's something here you closed out that you said, might have looked okay, maybe even celebratory on the surface, but it's not what you wanted in terms of a long-term offer. Okay, no problem. It's something that wasn't taken seriously, it was done too lightly, or there just wasn't enough solidity around it. So you stopped focusing on pulling that in, and you started focusing on what could work for you. Okay? All right. The Hermit is on the exit, coming out of healing mode, wanting to do something else now. Yeah, but that time of feeling reclusive and hiding yourself away while you work through some of these things, that's coming to a close, okay? And it's beautiful. You've done a great job. You look very prepared through my eyes. The Ten of Swords, I see that Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's something here that you shut down some time ago. It is coming across as one of the best decisions you ever made. But again, you had to live through it in order to appreciate that. I hear you. Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So time has passed, and it's passed in your favor. And I know that because you put in the work. You were so prepared for a new beginning. It's not even funny. But yeah, you've made some shifts here. Some of them seem super simple at the time in regards to your work, the lighthearted stuff, the things you might have done loosely with friends, but didn't bring too much to the table. The kind of time-wasting energies, whatever it is that wasn't prosperous or wasn't solid, you kind of let that stuff go. You stuck to those endeavors that did work, that you can grow more from, and in the process of all that, privately, quietly, you learned to let a situation go that was quite painful. Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and it was hard. It was hard. You had to learn to stop talking to it. You had to learn to stop contributing to it. You had to. Okay? But that wheel has turned in your favor, and now you're ready to turn your energies and your intent and your focus elsewhere. Okay? But you see that along your path. I had to do this. I had to experience that pain. I had to experience that ending. How else would I have known what it is I needed to move on from? How else would I have known that I was lining up to a new opportunity unless that had happened? So you're learning from it. That's beautiful learning. But just like you don't need to continue to learn from it right now or heal from it. Okay? It did its job. That point in your timeline, it did its job. You get why you had to go through it. It helped you understand where you're supposed to be. Knight of Wands, before you in future. It affected you deeply. Enough that you became the hermit. Unless it was related to work, I'm guessing too many people didn't hear from you for a while. Okay? No problem. It's where you needed to be. And now you're acknowledging where you need to be in present day. Okay? Knight of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you happy. Good. There they are. There they are. That relationship that is like I haven't defined it. I haven't started defining it, but I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay. I love it when people show me, I know. I haven't started it, but I know. And you do. And there it is. It shows up in reality and the energy. Boom. There it goes. That's really nice. Gosh, you look so awake. So vibrant, so alive, so happy. Look at that. I'm seeing you as the King of Wands. You look very excited here, but fulfilled. Nine of Cups. That you're opening your desire to share that heart space and have a new beginning for yourself is happening. And you couldn't be more excited. Look at you. You could not be more excited. You look like such a happy puppy that realized that they were a happy puppy. But you have the maturity here at the King of Wands, but man, you are legitimately excited. And Nine of Pentacles, I do believe that's them. It could be you. But I promise you none of this. It's just like, oh, I'm having a great day. Now, don't get me wrong. You are having good days. You are. It's a powerful thing to know you're headed in a new direction. And feeling yourself becoming increasingly ready for it. It is a very powerful feeling. Yeah, you're going to have some good days. But when you actually start to exercise that new beginning energy, like actually do the thing, this is what it looks like. It feels fucking amazing. Yeah? I do see someone here who is capable of standing on their own 2 feet. Okay? I really do feel like that's them. That's good. We want someone who's capable and sees themselves as an independent, capable person. That means they know what they're bringing to the table. But yeah, I'm seeing huge natural energy spikes for you and a certain confidence. Okay, I can see confidence for the Gemini I'm looking at as a big part of who you are. And it's hard to separate that sometimes between Emperor, acting as Emperor, and Six of Wands. So you have some very natural fire tendencies in you, particularly Leo, and Aries. Oh, well, all of them are actually Leo, Aries, and Sag. Yeah. Yeah. But man, do you feel 1,000 times right. You feel so correct. You feel so good. And there it is. It's happening. Good. September. Where are we? Oh, wrong watch. Wrong watch. This is my awesome watch. I love. I had this for like a decade, but it doesn't give me the date. Boo. But yeah, I say September. So where are we? Where are we? Oh, we're in late August. What's a week or two, honey? You already know where you're headed anyway, so I don't think you're too worried about time. I think you're just anxious to start experiencing all this, and I don't blame you. You worked so hard for your new beginning. I particularly like how you stopped entertaining or connecting to those folks who you knew could not add any more prosperity or lend any more prosperity or authenticity or structure to your life. I'm not saying you're disparaging the friends or family, not at all. I'm saying these kind of loose connections that aren't really generating the opportunities that are correct for you, either emotionally, intimately, or in terms of your personal security. Either way, they kind of come across as loose ends. So we let them go, and you could focus on the stuff that does work. And then you have a surplus kind of energy there, so much so that you became relaxed and you got back to that feeling of Ace of Cups. And being able to explore it. But I have to tell you, you've checked out of Virgoville, honey. You did your time there. But what I really like, I really, really appreciate the Hermit and its wisdom. Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. As, again, Virgo season also, by the way, continues to exit, a stronger appreciation of that radical cut, that pain, that ending that happened on your timeline. You get what it's for now. If it hadn't happened, I'm telling you right now, because there's the wisdom of the ancients being applied to you. The Wheel of Fortune has been hitting you. If that hadn't happened, if this didn't let me go or I didn't let it go, I wouldn't be in this position of new. Okay. And this wouldn't be my aim. Okay? I like that. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, I can absolutely see that as being your strength. In the greater scheme of things, like I said. Well done. I'm not saying you're perfect. Clearly you are aware of your own sort of drawbacks here, which is good. The more we understand our own particular weaknesses or drawbacks, so much the better. You already kind of been a little honest with me about what you think yours is. But no, you have a strong sense of self and the respect and appreciation for what you've been through and why it happened. That's a huge strength. Yeah. I'm not saying live for the past. I'm saying learn from the past, as you have. When you learn from the past, there's no stopping somebody. Okay? But when you live for the past, that means you ain't learning a damn thing. You're just a slave to the past. Too busy keeping score, tallying points. This is what hurt me. You know? Or these are the things that haunt me. We're not learning nothing. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things you held on to because you needed to work through them. You seem to have a strong appreciation for natural investment and what does that mean to you, practically speaking. So you have that kind of long-term point of view of this is what I've held on to and why. This is what I've been able to work through successfully and why. And this is what I've learned about holding on. And in some cases it's justified, in other cases it isn't. So you're using that knowledge there appropriately. And so you're showing me there's a reason I refrained with the Four of Pentacles right here. It was for that moment. Well, ongoing moment. But it's exiting now. And yet you were right to do so. You're absolutely right. You were correct. You were correct for holding out. You were correct for not moving towards new right away. You were correct. Absolutely. No, you're right. Yeah. You're correct in holding out and holding on because you wanted to learn. That's it. Make sure you're making good choices for yourself. Good. And also appreciating what you've done along the way, the good investments, the stuff that has worked out for you. Those exist as well. The Emperor. You're showing me I kind of rule the roost energy here. That's good though. That's not a bad thing. It's not. You might have some stubborn tendencies. Okay, sure. All right. But you should always know who you are and what you expect in your own environment. Okay. King of Wands. Like I said, some of you got that fiery streak in you. Oh my goodness. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here that you do not compromise on, and I love this. Now that I think about it, I don't think enough people show me this. Huh. But you do not compromise on your worth, not when it comes to your environment. No. No. Yeah, I agree with you. That's a hell of a thing. Goodness me. This is absolutely not just a point of pride for you. It's a way of life for the Gemini I'm looking at. You do not compromise your environment. because you're saying this is how I see myself, this is how I perceive myself. So yeah, I can be a little stubborn sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I might be a little bit my way or the highway. Okay. But also, I can't say that it doesn't work for you. You seem to know everybody. Like, you could write the phone book, right? Like, you could personally write the phone book of your own community there. I even say a little empire. Now, I'm not talking about wealth so much, although if you're independently wealthy, congratulations, you've earned it. No, I'm talking about the wealth of connectivity that you have is quite high. So your network is extensive. Your connections, who you know, what you're connected to, and why. I mean, you're so tapped into your resources, it's not even funny. So you might have a little empire in that respect, and you know every single one of your citizens, if you will. Look at that. And you're always looking to expand. Look at you. You're always looking, you say, I'm not cut off from that at all. Not at all. I go out of my way to forge new connections. This one over here is different. It's not about folding this person in. But could they lend to your experience? Sure. Could they make you shine a little brighter? Sure. You know, is this the person that could lend to your environment? Could they add to it beautifully? They got something to bring to the table. Good. I'm glad you have those expectations. You want that. It's good. It's good. But look at you. Look at that environment. Again, it's not just your home. You include everything. You include everything. And you're always looking to expand. Always. Highly productive you are. You believe in that. That's a core point for some of you. It does not do well to be idle. I completely agree with you. Gosh, like I said, you could write the phone book. Who don't you know? That might be a shorter list. Wow, bravo. Well done. Yeah, but you're looking to expand the old empire there. So that's interesting. This connection represents an emotional and intimate attraction for you, but also you can see the prosperity of it and how it would lend to your environment, expand your kingdom. Okay. I'm glad that you are attracting them to quality. Good, because you are showing me quality, therefore you should be attracted to quality. Remember that. You say you know your worth, connect to someone who knows theirs as well. This should be a non-compromising point for both people. Excellent. Well done. Now you are careful with your investments, aren't you? 6 of Wands and the hopes and fears. Yeah, then you got a little bit of weakness there. But also, you have a fondness for recognition, but given what I've seen here today, I don't blame you. You seem to do a lot through self-will and self-conviction and empowerment, like I said, and you're going to want recognition, yeah. Just don't be a slave to it, that's all. You're still going to want to do things at the end of the day that are correct for you. But I can see where how you look presented is an important piece for you. I can see that. Yeah. Clearly what you do affects more lives than just yours. You're someone that you concern yourself with making an impact. So yeah, you're going to carry with you a certain weight. I see it. All right, 6 of Wands. Knight of Wands. The High Priestess. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh gosh, you really want them to see you. Okay, yeah. But you're afraid of showing off. So there's a little bit of, I've done well. Please don't misinterpret that as showing off. This is what but also please recognize me, give me recognition. I need that, please. The Ace of Pentacles is there, the High Priestess, Knight of Wands. I don't want you to be too worried about that because intuitively, you're feeling the positive notes of recognition here, but it's kind of like, I don't want to look like I'm showing off though. And it's going back to that one that you want to build a relationship with. It's like, I really want their attention. Please see my value, my worth. But also don't show off. And it's don't be egotistical. Okay, Gemini, don't be like all about the flair, but also please recognize what I've done. I'm a quality person. So hopes and fears is a guarantee of nothing. It's just who we are on the inside. You take yourself very seriously, and you want them to see you that way too. It's like, please recognize the quality in me because I recognize it in you, and that's where that Knight of Wands. We're so, yeah. Um, I don't. It's almost sweet. It is. It's kind of sweet. It's like, please recognize me, but also I'm not trying to show off either. I believe I'm a quality person. I think you're a quality person, and I don't intuitively though. Somewhere deep and down inside, you know you are making your point energetically with what it is you have to present physically, okay, without actually having to press the point. I know that's in you. You know you've done well. That will speak for you. And if they're a quality person, they'll see it. Okay? Birds of a feather and all that. All right. Sweet, though. Like I said, it's sweet in its own way. I don't, look at you. You've done very well. Have faith in that. And honestly, you're in tune with it. You are honestly in tune with it. Okay? So I don't know what's going to happen with them, but I don't want you to doubt what it is you're bringing to the table. That's a lot. All right. 9 of Cups. Who knows? If that person's a 9 of Pentacles, clearly you're interested in them for intimate reasons, but you two could forge a hell of an alliance. It's hard for me to believe you two in some way don't have a community crossover. Okay. 9 of Cups. But I know you're interested in more than alliance or a business partner. Clearly, you're showing me this is what I got. I hope you see that. They see it. They'll see it. They'll see it. Okay. I like this reading. I really do. Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh. Oh my God. For real? Seriously? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so rarely surprised anymore. No way. I think that was a South Park character. No way. I legitimately had that moment. No way. Oh, wow. First of all, of course, it's a matching frequency. Yeah, they're crazy about you too. Okay. You two have that in common. The both of you are so passionate, just in and of yourselves. You carry your own. Clearly, you carry your own sense of fiery characteristics. They do too. You two match. There's someone who can stand on their own 2 feet. You have your own operating method. Clearly, you're such good match. You two really are. But in 9 of Cups, you're happy. You're happy. You're happy. It's fine. Proceed. Proceed. Gemini, honey, proceed. With this one, proceed. Please. I hope that you do. But this is interesting. 8 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. No shit. Really? You see that? This is where you went to Virgoville, the hermit mode. And 10 of Swords. I said that there was... I don't know. There's just a lot of pain, possibly an ending, most likely an ending at least of words. And you saying, I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from it. Specifically how it put me in the position of preparing myself for new and understanding that I wanted new. I even said, that relationship doesn't look like a random idea of one. You seem to have a very strong idea of what it is. But I just kind of left it there. You're marking it. The heart space is marking it, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm like, fine, whatever, move on, because it's solid. And how it came to be so solid, move on. I was like, you'll show me. And it eventually did. So, the Wheel of Fortune, is that the one who stopped talking to you? Or you stopped talking to them? But we learned a lot about that. If that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have moved in this particular direction. So I don't know why you two stopped talking. I just know that you learned a lot from it. And when, I don't know. I'm under the impression it was some time ago. And you said I'm holding out. Realistically, 3D, I don't just make moves. I don't just change. I have to know that that's right for me and you took your time with it. Many times you showed me that between this process, and your strength process. So you might move like fire when you're confident. Okay? When you're confident about what you're doing and why you're doing it, you move like fire. But when it comes to change, you are much slower. You think that's true for everybody. It's not. It really isn't. Okay? You have two modes. When you're on point and when you're confident, you're in there. You are in there. You're in the game. You are taking care of business. You are 1,000% focused, and it's done wonders by you. But when it comes to change, you slow down. You start pulling down earthing qualities. It's like, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. What have we learned from the past? Shifting, focusing. Sorry, that was my lisp/stutter. I don't know. Sometimes they have fun switching off. But focusing, it's interesting. It's interesting. You shift gears, but you shift gears very slowly and very carefully. Because when you're in a gear that works, you're smooth. You're smooth. You just function. You have some creativity attached to you as well. Don't neglect that. Yeah, but when it's time for change, it's so slow. Look how slow you went, Virgo, Taurus. We're just missing Cappy. Anyway, I'm sorry. To me, these kind of details are very interesting. I could focus on them for minutes. Anyway, it's going to be fine. No, we had words with this person once upon a time, and then the word stopped, and it was quite painful. But it taught you so much. But it was the good things, I promise you. So I don't know who this was to you when you were last talking to them, and that's all I saw was conversation. But you learned so much from it, particularly in the absence of it. And it's associated with them. The words are positive now. And they're open again. And it hits. It's so smooth. We get into a smooth energy with this person. That's why I see you moving towards them with confidence. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. It's done. It's done. In my eyes, this is all done. In my eyes, this is all buttoned up. So this is all buttoned up. And like I said, there will be movement with this in September, it looks like to me. And that's coming from me. And I say things as I report them, and that's what's here. So I really do hope this is your reading. This is your equal. Let's make that clear. This is very much your equal. You two have so much in common. But this was a really strong indication here. However the words used to be have changed. The expression, the intent, and the meaning and the flow behind them is completely different, and it's in positive mode. And that's why you're running with it. It's a lot smoother. Gosh. But this one, all your resources aside, your ability to connect and add and build, all that aside, you want to connect and build with this person for your own reasons that go beyond work or resources. They have that attached to them, and that's good because I want people to understand their worth. But you want this for yourself. Okay. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. This was sweet. This was sweet. I hope they see in me everything I have to offer, but I don't want to look like I'm showing off. That was sweet. That's really sweet. But you don't have to. I promise you, all that kind of speaks for itself. Okay. Thorns, 31. Oh, I didn't think it was all that. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. And I think that you went through that, obviously, already. Okay. We went through the thorns, and we're coming out the other side of that. 31. And leaving behind heartbreak, readying yourself for a new beginning. So it's interesting. You identify this connection as being new to you. I can see that you two used to talk, but after that I don't know what the connection was. I don't see it as a relationship. If it was based on words mostly. But you say you still interpret it as new. New. 3. Be careful. Oh, be careful. Caution. Chameleon. Blending in. It's interesting. I don't quite know where that's coming from. Blending in, camouflage. Don't blend in. Do some of you have the tendency to change your mind depending on who you're talking to? Careful about that. You know more about this situation than anyone else. Okay. But there's something here that's telling you to be cautious, be afraid, don't stand out. I disagree. I think you standing out towards this connection is one of the best things you could do for yourself. It could be that you're telling yourself to be cautious. Goodness knows I have enough evidence here to suggest that, especially if you've gone through pain. But at some point, you understand that you want to move forward. Number 22, this is not your practice life. You've got to decide. Yeah, I agree. We don't get a practice. It just is. 29, deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. 38, the collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces are in action. Yeah. There's what we're doing consciously, and there's the stuff we're not aware of. Okay. But yeah, it's not just you. It's not just your energy involved here. It's not just your manifestation. It's not just your will. It's not just your desire. Things happen for a reason. There's a shape and flow to this, even if at first it doesn't make sense, and often it doesn't. This is what we call behind the scenes. Okay? But yeah, it's more than just your will at play. Also, it says in very tiny writing, how can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Okay. I can see the thorns. I don't like this. It seems to me you've learned your caution. And I can see where you've hesitated. I do. I even said your energy slows down when it considers change. But there's something here that don't get lost in camouflage. Stand out. Some of you are so tempted to hide your true worth and value, and at the same time you crave the recognition of it. Don't blend in. Not with this one. Some of you might have had a feeling of a lifetime of feeling like you need to blend in, the pressure of it. Not with this one. This is your time to stand out. Okay? Okay. That was just the way that hit. I have a word. The letters are H-I, but they spell hi. Hi. And I got a little bicycle here. Profession, hobby, riding a bike. Could be symbolic to some of you. To me, the initial thought was that the word hi was being carried. It's in motion? I don't know. Where's it coming from? That message, where's it coming from? It's moving forward. And then bicycle. Okay, a messenger maybe. I don't quite know. I don't understand the delivery of it. But the delivery of a message is on a bicycle. Where's it coming from? Crescent moon is in reverse. By the light of the new moon, that would be August 23rd, and then obviously September will have its new moon. All months have its own new moon and full moon. But it could be by the absence of the light of the moon. Okay? Yours was interesting. 2, 17, and 5. Those numbers may or may not mean anything to you. Okay? But yeah, 2, 17, and 5. Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. It's interesting. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.